I think the craziest thing is that once you feel there's this thing I learned a few days ago. It's just that you cannot force a person to listen to your side of the story.
Yeah.
So most of the people are scared that if I tell this person this and this has happened, or maybe say for example I drink, right? They won't accept me for me. You get it.
Yes.
But at the end of the day, it's not up to them to accept the way you are, because you can't change that. Yes, I drink and it happens.
You're who you
right?
are.
Exactly. I am who I am.
Hello once again, people. Another beautiful day, and we're in Girls Corner once again. My name is Umurika Eliza Lisil, and I'm with my beautiful colleague and another beautiful visitor guest today. And comme toujours, we're bringing you a lot of Litwat content. So let me give them time, let me give them space, and then we burn, people, we burn.
Hello once again, it's your girl Sandra Umushambakazi, Umunyarwandakazi, like usual. I really missed you. So today we're gonna talk about a lot of things, a lot of content that you want to hear. I'm sure of that. Communication. But before we bounce to that, let me first give time to our beautiful
Someone
guest.
beautiful today.
Are you ready for her? Oh,
Are you ready for? Let's bless your eyes. Blessings.
Yes.
Okay, let's go.
So in
Bruno.
accordance to what I came for today,
Uh-huh.
my name is Keza Alex, and I'm a guest. But I do want to say that today we're going to talk about something that we usually don't discuss, but is really important. And I think that's as much introduction that
Yeah.
covers me. So
Okay, so I would like to ask Alexa, what do you do in life?
I'm a sales and marketing officer.
Ooh.
I work.
Together.
Eish, I didn't see that coming. Sandra.
I work
I'm gonna ask you the same question.
You gonna ask me?
I work
All I
at
do?
Alpha Computer. It's a cybersecurity company. And most of my days are spent like that, dealing with cybercrime and stuff like that.
Cybercrime?
Yes.
Oh my
it's actually a
God.
very big thing in Rwanda.
Yeah, actually it's growing. There's
It's
this
actually, yes,
there's this
growing.
company which started working on that, and they're training the young generation to take care of that, and it's really nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
So the audience might maybe want to know about, do you study? Did you finish study? Something like that.
like-
Academically, where do you stand?
Academically, well, I'm a high school graduate. And currently I have my sights on ALU. That's where I'm going to study in January.
Let's go.
And, well, I can't really say that studying is that important to me, but knowledge is.
Of course.
So
ouch.
Knowledge is power.
So going to school and all of that isn't really as important to me as getting somewhere where I know my content, where I know I'm not just going to school to get grades, but I'm going to school to kind
acquire
of
some knowledge.
exactly.
Learn,
nice.
experience.
Okay, well, hold on. Me, when I
Yeah.
saw you, I actually imagined you could be something like a master's degree.
Oh my God.
Not just because you look so old, but just because I feel like
That was
you look
I
really
didn't see
smart.
that coming.
You are smart. Yes, you look smart,
Thank you.
and we are
You look
honored to
smarter.
have you. And you're gonna prove it. No, she looks smart now, but she's gonna be smart.
Yeah.
Let me hear what she's gonna say.
I know, right?
So yes, let's proceed.
Let's bounce in, right? So as Sandra said, today we're going to talk about communication, not just communication in general, but communication in relationships. In what?
Yes, that's all we do.
Relationships. How would you define communication in relationships, Sandra? Sorry.
Oh, I personally communication in relationships. Okay, let me think. I got to think here, but I think communication in relationships is the way that, let's say, in a relationship, there are two people, and in this relationship, I believe that if we are here too, we have to communicate like the both of us. If you want something or you don't want something, that's how you have to mention it, because I can't dream about it. You have to say it. So I believe communication is just mentioning what you want and what you don't want. Yes.
I would say it's crucial. I think that would be enough. Like it's a small definition, but I would say that communication in relationship is something which is crucial.
Yes.
What
it
do you
is.
say
Yes.
about it?
to add on to what you guys have said, I do agree. Communication is not only crucial, but it's kind of the foundation of every relationship.
Yeah.
But something that I would add is that relationships can't really exist without boundaries. So there's some things I like. and there's-
Boundaries.
Yes, boundaries. Because say, for example, I do not like people yelling at me, right? And like she said, I won't dream that you don't like being yelled at. So if
Yes.
I'm angry, unless you tell me that you don't like being yelled at, I won't know it. I won't dream it. So communication is very important in allowing you to set boundaries. Those boundaries are what allow your relationship to come from first base to second base to third base.
What bases are you talking?
No, I'm talking about
No, the price something else.
no.
Okay, yeah, I know. Okay, like let's.
I get it, but like in the way I see it,
Uh-huh.
most relationships start from friends
Of course, yes.
and onwards. Now, before you become my friend, I have to understand who you are.
Exactly.
See? For example, if I am talking to you, right? If we have a small conversation, we're sitting here, and I tell you, hey, I don't like movies, right? And the only thing you're telling me about is movies. I mean, in my head, you stop being interesting, you start being boring,
Boring,
because you're
yes.
telling me things I don't want to hear.
Yeah,
Exactly. So unless we learn to communicate with people, that's where the whole concept of this person is not really my type comes in, because
Yeah.
we're not on the same wavelength.
Yes,
You
I
feel?
see.
The same
Okay.
page.
I personally believe that being attractive doesn't doesn't stop to just dressing well and looking like having that beautiful face. Being attractive also can matter in your personality, like the way you do your things, and the way you do your things, communication applies in that way. So like she said, she gave us an example of the movies thing. Like if I tell you that I don't like movies and then you keep on doing the same thing, even if I found you attractive in the first place, then I would lose interest in you
It'll
because
be boring hanging around.
yes. So yeah,
Exactly.
that is really true. Like I agree 100%. Like we should maybe improve on our communication skills, because not just the person communicating, but also the person listening, because
Of
you have to
course.
apply words.
Yeah,
They
like
tell you.
listening, not like it's saying. Sometimes, like you might be a good communicator, like you might be an open person, let's
Yeah,
say,
yeah.
and but the person you're telling to is like the judging person. That sometimes affects people. I might be, let's say, I'm honest and I'm talking to you, but you're like the judging person. At some point, I'll be affected as well. I'll be like, why do I say what I say? If the person is
Yeah.
gonna judge me, if the person is gonna maybe change the way he or she sees me.
True.
So at some point, people stop being open, stop the communication thingy because of like being afraid of being judged or something.
Yes. But also there is something that I believe that stops people to communicate. It's just because of maybe the person you're communicating to, or the insecurities
You're
of how is the person
communicating
going.
too.
Yes, of how the person is going to take me. She's like, oh, if I say that I don't like this, how is he gonna take it? Like those insecurities that everybody has.
Yeah. If I
Like,
say I drink, how is she gonna say?
Say-
Like maybe she'll be like, this person can't even do the job well because of this and this and
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like at some point, that affects people.
that really affects people. And yes, what I believe in is that we shouldn't stop communication because of our insecurities. We should actually communicate, maybe to face our insecurities.
Embrace them.
Yes.
Untold truth. Unsaid truth.
I think
The
one of the
unsaid
most
truth.
I think one of the most scariest thing when it comes to relationships is that point where you actually have to tell the other person how you feel, not just
you
what you
feel
like.
about
Yeah, not just what you like. Say it's easy for me to tell you, hey, I don't like it when you do this for me. But it's harder to tell the person, hey, I don't like this because of this. There's a point in my life where this and this happened and it led to this. That part, it just makes people insecure. And I think the craziest thing is that once you feel, there's this thing I learned a few days ago. It's just that you cannot force a person to listen to your side of the story.
Yeah.
So most of the people are scared that if I tell this person this and this has happened, or maybe say, for example, I drink, right? They won't accept me for me. You
for
get
me,
it?
yes.
But at the end of the day, it's not up to them to accept the way you are, because you can't change that. Yes, I drink and it happens.
You're who you
right?
are.
Exactly, I am who I am. So the fact that I'm not telling it to you won't change that, right? And when you find out, it might be more chaotic than if I tell you and you don't like it and I've accepted that you don't like it.
Yes.
So most of the time people will get scared. But the thing is, something I would like to share is that you can't change the other person's opinion.
Exactly.
So I was telling a friend how I have issues with certain things. And for some unknown reason, they weren't understanding. Like they say, for example, I'm telling you, I don't like the fact that I can't say, okay, I can't work out, right?
Can't even work out.
Yeah, I'm too. So in their head, they're just like, but no, it's not because you don't have enough time to work out. It's because you don't want to.
You're
You know?
lazy.
Exactly. So at the end of the day, they just keep judging you for it.
Exactly.
And
Which
you
is what I
can't
was
change
saying.
that. You can't change that. So the only thing you do is accept that they will not understand your point of view.
Yes.
Yeah.
And the fact that they can't understand your point of view, that's where you build of, this is a boundary that I am not supposed to cross. This is a topic that we won't be able to share
It's like
among us.
I'll stay in my comfort zone.
I
afraid of
actually,
stepping outside the circle.
And that's really not...
That's
For
that,
that-
that
for that
limits
case-
you and
it
it
does.
limits your friendship or
For that case, I
relationship.
believe we shouldn't actually get scared of like saying all those things.
Yeah.
I feel like this is all because you haven't yet accepted yourself. First of all, if you are able to accept yourself, you won't even mind if other person's opinion.
You want to give a damn about
You won't care, like for real. Like if I tell you that me, Sandra, I can't go on daddy because like I don't want to grow thin. I love the way I am. You actually start putting in your mind and start learning how to love the way I am because
Accept
that's
it
who I
the
am.
way it is.
Exactly.
It
You
is
want-
what it is.
You want to start lecturing me like you should go for sports, you should drink water, you should
Eat
do
salad.
that. That's because that's who I am. And you, if I tell you, like, if I give you this statement, you have this picture that this is who Sandra is, and she's not planning on changing anything.
Exactly.
So if
Period.
if she's the person she is, and I want to be with her, I will have to love her the way she is.
Exactly.
So yeah, the problem here is we have to first learn how to love ourselves and who we are and what we are and what we can't live. So the person who is coming in our lives, they will also actually enjoy who we are, even if it's wrong. Even if we're bad, not perfect.
So yeah,
Yeah.
what we're saying here is you have to accept yourself, and in accepting yourself, other people will come to accept you.
Yeah.
And which relating to the communication thing you were talking about, as you communicate, the person you're telling to will see that you accepted yourself.
Exactly.
And then it will give them door to opening or to stepping to accepting you the way you are.
Yeah, that's true.
So let's say you guys go in relationships with guys who don't talk.
Okay, hold
Who
on.
like
hold on. What did you just say? Let us guys do what?
no, like it's an example.
Yes, but that example is really crucial. Oh my God.
I would like to know,
Hey.
or to you to tell me, how would you manage communication if the person can't speak and can't hear?
Yeah, but then,
Okay.
in my opinion, communication is not limited to words.
Let's
So
go.
you'll realize
But at
that
some point there are things that you gotta say.
obviously,
Yeah.
but look at, say for example, couples that are deaf, okay?
They
Let's say you
exist.
could not hear,
Oh my God.
okay? Let's say you could not hear. And so your arguments are limited to either what you see or they're limited to what you feel. So if I can't communicate with words with that person, with that boyfriend I have, who just does not feel like telling me what he feels, okay?
Yeah.
And it's hard for him. The more time you spend with a person, you kind of see the things. See, if we went out to lunch, right?
Yes.
And I eat everything on my plate, but I don't eat my chips. Next time we go out, you kind of, I do the same thing. You kind of realize, oh, she doesn't like chips.
Chips, yes.
Yes,
They
same
won't be
thing.
there.
Exactly. Same thing. So if that person does not tell you and you really invested into it, because the only way you're going to try and learn from that person is if you're really interested into the relationship you have, right?
Exactly.
So say, for example, you're going out on a date and somebody says hi to you and they hug you really tight and like, you see there's something that changed with the person you're with, you kind of notice, oh, he doesn't like this. And you either talk to him about it because you are comfortable with the way the person hugged you, or you change that about yourself. You just, you tell your friends, hey, my person doesn't like this and this and this. But depending on the way you see them, the way you feel about it, okay? So I think communication is not just reserved, in my opinion, it's not reserved to just how you feel or how how the other person is talking. It's also reserved to, you know, the feelings, the gestures, everything.
all those
Yeah, I
things.
believe so too, because yes, like she gave us an example of a person leaving out some food because they don't like it. Like you realize that you notice it
you
happened
see
several
it.
times. So that means if there is even if you're not there for something, there is this kind of communication we do that is non-verbal.
Yes.
You see that.
Secret codes.
So there is non-verbal communication that we do, and we realize that at some point that non-verbal communication can even work much better than the verbal one.
True.
Yes. So I actually think that every communication is communication.
Yeah.
Whether verbal or non-verbal, it can all be communication. Yeah, in my opinion.
So I think you all have like points. They're facts, right? But so like, what would you tell a couple which have like communication issues, which also gives birth to trust issues? So what would you tell that couple right now, and then we finish it up? Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'll just leave it to her because I don't.
Sandra, there's this saying: when someone mentions something and you laugh, you know about it.
Exactly.
See, now she's even smiling. Even so, tell something to a couple with communication issues.
Okay. Well.
In a few words.
I believe that if you don't communicate well, like you said, it will develop trust issues, and this thing was not gonna work.
It will be toxic.
It will very kill it. Yeah. So what I'm saying is, if you have a partner that you don't communicate well, I feel like maybe you both should work upon your communication skills. Like you should try and approach the person. If the person is not approachable, then I think you should leave the person.
No, I'm not supporting that. Okay. What would you say?
So I would agree with almost everything you guys have said, but the only thing I would tell a couple with communication issues is that the only way you're going to fix those issues is if you're really committed with it. If you really want it, it will work.
It will.
It
Yes.
will.
Definitely.
And at the end of the day, you can't force somebody to tell you how they feel.
Okay,
So-
well, before you go beyond that, I want you to first tell me how there is also this situation that you want to talk about some things and the person doesn't want to talk about them. What would you do about that?
Well, I think people build trust over time.
Yeah.
So there are parts of my life that I would not share on our second date, right? But there are parts of my life that I'm willing to share on our second date. So in my opinion, you don't have to force the other person to tell it. Yes, it's a topic that really interests you, that you think is crucial in your relationship, right? But then everybody has their timing. Everybody has a way they've seen life and comfortability with different topics. So you just work where you are, and over time you'll find out that the other person will kind of open up to you
At a certain time. Yeah.
when they feel they're ready for it.
Exactly. I think
see.
everyone should respect that.
Yeah. So something I would just like to close on on my side
As
is
our
that
guest today.
at the end of the day, a relationship is only as good as you make it.
Yes.
So even if your friends might say, oh, this person is toxic and everything, remember that your opinion shouldn't be the only thing that sums up your relationship. That communication just doesn't happen only inside the relationship, but outside too.
Oh yeah.
So remember not only to listen to your partner, but to also listen to what's outside, because other people see your relationship in a certain way.
Yes.
So if they see it in a certain way, there's a reason why. Yes, they might not be saying what you want to hear, but there's a reason why they've said it.
Yeah.
So you kind of pinpoint that and work on it too.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, like she said, what's rolling is been seen by what's standing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Facts.
So if you listen to your partner's opinion and also listen to your friend's opinion, it's also another health.
It's
smart.
going to help you build.
Yes.
And wrapping this up, this was what we got for you in Girls Corner today.
Yes.
I hope you all learned a lot. We have an expert here.
Yeah, like I told you.
I gotta know if she didn't do some studies about, because you know what I'm saying?
No, like guys, you remember when I told you that this person is so smart? Like she looks smart.
Yeah.
She has proven out to be very smart. Like very
Especially
extremely
that
smart.
field.
Okay.
Please, guys, don't forget to leave a like and a subscribe. And also, thank you for reaching this far.
Yeah.
We look forward to being with you guys in the next show.
Yes, please watch, like, comment, subscribe, and be part of this beautiful
Not
family.
forgetting that this
We
was
love you.
powered by Anda. So, thank you, guys.
Bye.
Peace and love.
Bye. Yeah.